Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. It's Learning Hunt.
Today we will learn about the background gradient property. So before starting the video, if you want to learn HTML and CSS, then HTML and CSS full tutorial playlist link is in the description below. You can get there and start from there, my playlist. So let's start today's topic. That as you can see that here is my Visual Studio Code here, and this is the HTML page. So before apply the CSS gradient property, let's create some heading here. That is, I choose the heading 2 element. This is my heading here. Okay, this is my heading. I save this file and refresh my page. Here you can see that this is my heading. Now I apply some CSS in this heading. So I write here and I give the width of my CSS, that is the 300 pixel. Okay, now I give here the text align margin. I give the margin is 20 pixel from top and bottom, and auto from left and right, and padding I want the 30 pixel from all sides of my heading. Okay, now I apply here some background property. So I write here the background and then linear gradient property. Okay, so you can also add how many color you want. Just like I want to add a color that is red and green here. Okay, one more property I use here, that is the text align is equal to the center. Now here when I refresh my page, then you can see that my heading is in the center of my page and its margin is 20 pixels from top and bottom, and auto from left and right, and padding is the 30 pixels from fourth side all. And with the help of linear gradient, I add here the two color red and green here. You can see that the red and green. Just like I change the color, not green, it's yellow. Okay, now save this file, and here you can see that red and yellow. You can add color how many color you want. Okay, so I just add one more color, just like a brown, brown. Here I use a brown color. Then here you can see that there is a three color is appear in your heading. Okay, you can also give the positions of your color from where it's start. Just like I give here the two top. If you write the two top, then your color will start from the top of your heading. Just like as you can see that here, at first the red, then it's yellow, and then brown here. Okay, you can also give here the just right position. So I want my color is start from top but from the right position. Then here you can see that my color is start but from the right position. At first here is red, then yellow, then here is brown. You can also change the position, just like bottom right. You can also do here POTT. You can also do here the bottom right. As you can see that here your color position is again changed. You can also give here the degree. Just like I want my color is start from the 45 degree angle, then here as you can see that it's my color is start from the 45 degree angle. You can also give here the RGB color code. I hope you know that what is the RGB color code. So I just delete this and I write here the RGB color code, and I just give here the 0, 0, 0. I give the red, green and blue value is 0, but from the opacity level I give the alpha value is 0.5. Now I give the comma here, then RGB again. I add here the two color, so I add here the two RGB color code. Again I give here the 0, 0, 0, and for the alpha value I use the 0.6 something. So here when I refresh my page, then you can see that its color is again changed. So in that way you can also give here the RGB color code also. You can also give here the position, just like I write here the to left. Then when you refresh your page, then you can see that your color is start from the left. So from 1 I delete the alpha value. Okay, now you can see that from 1 the all totally black here, but from the left side you can see that the opacity level or alpha value is 0.6. it start from here and end it here. So in that way you can deal with the linear gradient color. So let's create a div element here to see clearly about this linear gradient property. So I just delete this heading and I write here the div. I give the width of my div element is just 50 view width I want. Okay, now the height I want just like the 50 view height here. Now I use the background image linear gradient. So if you use here the linear gradient, you can also give the red or green color. Red or blue I give here blue. So as you know, there is the two colors appear here, the from the red and here is from the blue. You can if you want to your red color is spread more, then you can give here the %. So in the red section you can give here the just like I want here the 60%. I want my red color is more appear more spread, then you can see that the in the 60% your red color is, and less than less the less is filled with the blue color. Okay, you can also give here in the pixel form, just like I write here the 125 pixel. Then you can see that here in the pixel form it also work here. So you can also you can also change this to left. Okay, you can also change this here in the linear gradient property here. As you can see that it work. You can also give the degree in here also. So here is also one more gradient property, that is the radial gradient property, RADIAL, radial gradient property. So if you write the radial gradient property, then you can see that if you write here the red and blue, now you can check. So I just here is comma, I just delete this comma. Now you can see that your color will start from the center. In the center there is the red and is spread, and in the outside of your center here you can see that this is the blue color. You can also give here, just like I give here the 40% I want, then your red color is more visible here. In that way you can give the color the radial color. You can also write one more color, that is the yellow here. Now if you here you can see that there is a ring is created of blue color. In the center there is red, then blue, then in the outside that is the yellow. In that way you can deal with the radial gradient color. In the radial gradient color you can give how many color you want. Also there is the repetition radial gradient color is here, REP. There is the repetition radial gradient color. So for that repetition radial gradient color you have to give the repetition condition, just like I want the color is start from the red, then the red is spread the 10%, red is spread the 10%, and then blue color is spread the 20%, and again the blue color is spread the 10%. Okay, so now I save this file and refresh my page. What happened here? Repetition radial gradient color. So I just think that repetition radial gradient color. I just copy this all thing and now I write. I think mistake, Ctrl+V. Now I save this file and refresh my page. Now you can see that your color is working. I think I just give the wrong word here. So here you can see that the repetition linear gradient color is work here. So at first the red, then red is the 10% spreading here. Now the blue is 20%, then blue it is repetition conditions here you have to give. Then if you delete one color from here, then it's not working. Oh, it's working. Also that it's work your conditions, just like here is the red color start, then blue is spreading the 20% and blue is again 10%. So I just give here, I again give here my previous color here. Now you can also give that value for the radial, RADIAL. So here the repeating radial gradient, it is also work for the radial. Here you can see that your color is in the repeating form. Here you can see that your color is start from the red, then red is spread the 10%, then blue 20, and at last the blue is also the 10%. Okay, so in the you can in that way you can deal with the repetition color here. You can also give that in the linear gradient as you see in the previous condition. Here you can see that this is the linear gradient. You can also give here the angle, just like I give here the 45-degree angle, so it work for the 45-degree angle. Here you can see that it work for the 45-degree angle. You can also give what the color, so just like I give one more color here. Okay, I change this color, then you can see that your color is also work for that. Okay, in that way you can deal with your linear gradient property. You can also use a linear gradient property in a single line, just like I create here one more div element. Here the div element I create, not div element, I give the class name, that is the class name is equal to img. Okay, and I add here a color on my image with the help of linear gradient. So I give here the img, then give the color. Now I give the width is I want the 100 view width. Okay, now height I want the 100 view height, and now I apply the image. So the background 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 here. Now I apply the background, I give the URL and then curly brace. Now I give the background my image position. So the power.jpg, it is the image name here. Now I image name. Now you can also give here the no repetition property. Now you can also give here the position, that is the center, center or cover, COVER cover. Or you can also give the fixed property background attachment, you can also give. Okay, now I save this file and refresh my page. Now here you can see that this is my color. Here is my image. As you can see that this is my image. I just delete this previous box, div box. Okay, so I just delete this previous div box. Now you can see that this my image is appear clearly on my screen, full view, full height and width, view height or view width. Now let's apply a linear gradient property. So with linear gradient, I write here the linear gradient and I give the comma in the between of linear gradient and URL section. So I just write here the RGBA color code. You can also write the red or green here, red or yellow, YELLO, red or yellow section. Now here you can see that it is your linear gradient but on your image, so you have to use the RGBA color code so you can deal with the opacity of your color. Then the RGB, I use here the RGBA. Now I give the value of this color. Now I want the 0.6. okay, now I give the comma, then again the one more RGB color code for another value. Okay, so 0.7 I want here. Now refresh my page. Now you can see that my black color is appear in this on my image. You can you can also change that, just like I want red for the 50, not 50, I want the 255, the red, and blue, not blue, I just green, just 255. okay, now I save this file and refresh my page. Now you can see that here the red and yellow color is appear on my image. So in that way you can deal with the linear gradient on your image, or also here on any element, or you can with the help of linear gradient you can create a color in a magical way. Okay, so this is for today. If you learn something today, then give a thumb, press the bell icon, subscribe my channel.